Today we will talk about the 15 scary stories that will raise your heart rate. While you read these spine-tingling accounts of regular individuals having paranormal experiences, keep the lights on. Let's get started. Number 15. Fishing for Squatch. You probably were unaware that Sasquatch enjoys eating fish. Viewers of Squatch on YouTube have shared this video of the fabled creature in action. It appears to be walking to the riverbank and then squatting down, possibly to swim or fish. While some comments express belief, some do not. A lot of the comments claim that the video is a fake because it is out of focus and ends abruptly. It's generally agreed upon that the Sasquatch's gait is a bit too human. Who knows, though it might have changed. Number 14. Run away from it. You can try to avoid it, but you won't succeed in becoming popular among YouTubers who speak Arabic. This thumbnail picture is from the Kalidos Vich YouTube channel. The picture depicts a woman running from a menacing entity that looks like a devil and is sneaking into a room. We were unable to locate the original source of the short video that goes with the photograph. Look it over. It provides a clearer image of the red-eyed demon, and it's terrifying and spooky to watch as it creeps on all fours into the room. Do leave a comment if you have any knowledge about the original source or context of this video. For the remainder of us, that information might be the difference between a restful night's sleep and terrifying nightmares. Number 13. Brian excavates a fort. When you pay close attention to the EVP recorded by YouTube team Paranormal residents from the Brian Bruce Forts, an inner ring fort in Ireland, he claims he hears things in the forest all the time. Here, the word "hi" is not used. However, we do hear a low voice that isn't his. It might be one of the previous occupants. Do you also hear it? Tell us in the comments below. Number 12. The Haunted Orphanage. Here, more than a century ago, a woman was stabbed to death and her belongings stolen. The spirit box repeatedly repeats the same message to the YouTube team Paranormal Boys, who are examining the haunted orphanage in France using a recording device. They are promptly ordered to leave the spirits here, indicating that the spirits are not welcome there. This is the most repetitive message we have ever heard a spirit repeat. They make a lot of demands. The boys, nevertheless, pay no attention. They might not talk if you get another one. They perceive a more distinct knocking than you. Knocks, who was always there, whole time, non-stop. Is this the victim's spirit knocking on the door? Are you among those accountable for this horrible incident? In these circumstances, we don't think any of us would want to meet. Number 11. Instances of poltergeist activity. After experiencing poltergeist activity in their home, YouTubers sought Ghost Productions clean their 1952-built residence. However, it doesn't seem like it worked. The poltergeist is still active, opening doors, and even making an appearance. Was that the poltergeist himself? According to the broadcaster, they don't know what the flashing light was. The team's founder informed me that no modifications were made to the security camera footage. We have concluded that it is unquestionably a phantom because we cannot think of any other explanation. Number 10. Approach nearer. The skinwalker appears in the film that a YouTuber named Cryptid Encounters posts from a secluded location. We wouldn't get any closer, but we don't know anything about you, particularly when it tries to trick us like this. A lot of people who have left comments concur that it's a trap, but some are dubious. Is this how a skinwalker sounds? I had assumed that skinwalkers were meant to resemble people. This one has a robotic-like sound to it. Number 9. Let there be illumination. Something has triggered a light. According to Redditor Marcus Nelgen, this security footage was taken at a friend's residence. The camera is recording from a second motion sensor camera that has been activated, but the source of the light's movement is not visible. The Redditor claims that the single occupant of the residence was asleep. The only non-paranormal theory we have is that the motion sensor is triggered by rodents. However, we believe that this person is dealing with a ghost if there isn't a rodent issue. Number 8. Haunted Watermill. The YouTube team Haunted Anglesey has come to document the secrets of this haunted UK watermill. First, his spirit talker addresses the noises he hears in the room knocking. "Don't you make no knocking noise." And soon after, he hears more movements of the Congress. Pick that off. Just have a shuffle, and a moment later, he hears footsteps above him. Subsequently, he witnesses a bag moving autonomously against the wall, and a box moving in one of the rooms, and his key to the meter displays a strong reading. Now that we are aware that you have arrived, all right, we would conclude the investigation at that point if he hears some labored breathing and says, "They're my friends." Something that sounded like a human voice was breathing in. And that confirms to me beyond a shadow of a doubt that something bad is haunting this building. Number 7. Village of Werewolves. This abandoned settlement has a werewolf infestation, so the Russian YouTube crew should move carefully because they could get bitten. Something catches their attention as they approach the village from the corner of their eye. Trump, yes, absolutely. Is he simply seeing things now? From their car, they notice a light in the shadows, but they don't know who is there just yet. That is, unless they hear this howl will, at which point they keep going. They hear the howl growl again as they approach the village and try to flee by barricading themselves inside, but the monster would not leave them alone. When they enter the house, they discover something inside that appears to be waiting for them when they walk back outside. With werewolves on the prowl, we suppose they will be imprisoned here indefinitely. We are aware that under no circumstances would we leave. Number 6. Gives up on retirement community. YouTubers Silent Jill and her group encounter a terrifying situation in this deserted elderly home as they live close to DC law. Schedule a person key subject. They briefly wondered if the man's bag could somehow lock the door because he had an Ebola person key topic, but they came to the conclusion that this was not conceivable. We do believe that someone nearby may have inadvertently nudged the door in order to get better. We cannot be certain that it was not an elderly spirit using its cane. Number 5. Cemetery 200 years old. The 200-year-old graveyard ghosts want to talk to Indiana Phrase, the YouTuber. They hear something after introducing themselves. "Nicholas, here with my friend. Samantha will get disturbed by more noises. Is there anything else nearby or just an animal?" Cannabis New Wave is still performing as an experimental sound someone might win. We suspect a nefarious presence. We're not sure if it's a demon, spirit, or cemetery monster. We wouldn't risk it because this is our only knowledge of graveyard. Number 4. Sliding. Hearing something gently glide across the floor is creepier than poltergeists. The world is noisy, yet Redditor Faded47 shared this video of what they captured the other night at home. Be careful, the loudness is high, and you can hear things dragging across the floor at first. Sounds like something gets spilled in his kitchen later. This surprised Redditors, but there are other explanations. First, we thought of mice and how nervous we would feel in my house. To confirm, we would call an exterminator and Ghostbusters. Number 3. Antiquated Ram. Because of its eerie reputation, numerous paranormal teams have looked into the antique ram. Among them is the YouTube team Paranormal Stalkers, who locates the desired activity with ease. Try it out to see if it speeds up for us. The lamp simply continues to swing back and forth. Is this unusual? You should have a pleasant evening if you haven't already. Is it your goofy's old habit of not knowing when to quit or just keep going? Please stop. Even though the ghost ignores commands, it is still considered paranormal. We believe this might just be a spirit that is obstinate. Number 2. Ghostly mist. Are these enigmatic substances ghosts or a bad camera? YouTuber Gear posted this security camera footage of a missing person outside their entryway. It sounds like something is moving 45 minutes later, and it's still there 4 hours later. The YouTuber says they fled the location soon after filming. They say strange things were happening. I'm not sure if this is a ghost. Something about it creeps me out. We challenge you. Since you're here, do like and subscribe in 5 seconds. We will post more terrifying content for you in future. Number 1. Haunted Queen Mary. While sailing aboard the most haunted ship in the world, YouTuber Alexa Rivera joins the team and hears sounds coming from the hallway. We took Mr. Bear back with us in case anyone else is here. He'll let us know whether you're chatting to him when you touch him. The ghostly bear appears to be playing with the spirit, and then there are more knocks shortly after. Consume sugar at night. They proceed to B340, where they do an SJ session. They can constantly hear knocks and creaks indeed. Could you please tell us your name or your identity? A moment later, someone who had just entered the room with us heard rattling sounds coming from the closet. That closet is where the voice is actually coming from. There are rattling sounds that resemble someone trying to open something in that closet. We're not sure what was in that closet, but whatever it is, we believe it's speeding up our hearts. Whatever you do, try not to freak out because these 30 terrifying videos are making people anxious. This is it for today. Until next time, take care and have a great day. Goodbye.